Hello everyone and welcome. What is the best way to level up and get XP in Arc Raiders? Well, we're going to discuss that in this video and why XP is important. So first, let's touch on that. Why is XP important? Well, XP is important because it's going to rank you up. I'm currently level 20 and you need XP to raise your levels, and with each level you get a skill point. Not only that though, with each level that you get, you're going to get other unlocks like perks in traders. You'll be able to buy more items. There may also be other perks throughout the game, like with some vanity items and things like that. So leveling up is quite important, but the most important part about leveling up is your skill tree. And the max level that you can get, I'm not 100% yet. I know there's a trophy and achievement for getting to level 75, but through some research online, people are saying it could be 100. There's definitely, like I said, a trophy and achievement that says 75, so that's a minimum max level right there. Whether it goes up to 100 or not, I don't know. But one thing's for certain is that you're going to be limited on your skill tree, and this is where you're going to be investing skill points once you earn them through leveling up. So it's important to take notice of that. There is a max level in the game. You're not going to be able to invest into every single skill on this skill tree, so spend them wisely. And as of right now, we know that we've got at least 75 levels that we're going to be able to gain. One other thing to note is that currently there doesn't seem to be a way of resetting this skill tree. So once you are invested, you're invested and you cannot reset it. Unless you want to go through the expedition, which you unlock at level 20, you are able to go through this expedition. It explains in this menu what this is all about, but it basically resets your character, it resets your level, and you start again pretty much. That'll be the only way to reset your level and reset your skill tree. So with all that said, what is the best way of leveling up? How can you gain a lot of XP to level up fast? Well, the short answer to that is just simply play the game. But I'm going to go into a round now. I'm going to do a free loadout on the damn battlegrounds. I'm just going to give you some tips on how you can earn a lot of XP during your rounds of Arc Raiders. As soon as you land into a round of Arc Raiders, you are already earning XP. And you could either be midway through a round, you could arrive at the start of a round. You can see at the top of my screen right now, I've got 18 minutes 36 ticking down. So we haven't arrived right at the start, but we are earning XP from the get-go. And I think every minute that you're in on a round of Arc Raiders is something like 100 XP or more. So you're earning XP just by being in here. So knowing that, what I'd suggest is to spend the longest amount of time in a round that you can. Have a look at your extraction zones. You can see my final extraction zone is here, Red Lake's Balcony Lift, which means that's the one I'd want to take if I want to make the most out of this round. This is what we're going to try and do on this run if we can. You've also got your hatch exits. So if you do have some hatch keys, you can bring them in with you. So if you don't want it to be like a hard extraction with a load of raiders jumping on the last one, you could potentially use a hatch towards the end as well. But extending your stay within a round of Arc Raiders is going to be very beneficial. Next, you can obviously get XP from killing other raiders. It's quite a lot of XP, if I'm being honest with you. It's kind of worth doing. Friendly? Friendly? Okay, we're good. So we could get some XP now from that raider if we want to. I think it's like 500 XP if you kill them or something like that. But at the same time, that's high risk, high reward, right? But if you want to be a bit more safer, then what you can do is, you know, kind of PvE it. Try and go about without getting into encounters and just loot up, because looting is also going to give you a ton of XP. So let's talk about that. Let's try and find something to loot. Here's something here. So this was a breach loot box, which means we know it's already been looted. It's probably got nothing inside of it. However, just by searching it, even if it is empty, when I back out, you'll notice that I get 200 scavenged XP just for looking like that. The more you loot during the round, the longer you stay in a round, you're going to rack up a lot of XP. So that's one of the best things you could do. Like I said, just play the game. Go into a round, spend as long as you can in a round, and just keep on searching for loot. Even if you're with a squad, say you're with your team, and your team are searching stuff, and you're thinking, oh, well, they've searched that location, there's no point me searching it. Well, there is some point you searching it, because just by opening that search, you're going to get 200 XP. So loot as much as you can. Now, another great way to get some XP is by killing Ark. We've just bumped into some Ark here. We might take some of this out. This will reward you with some good XP and loot. So, as long as you feel powerful enough to do so, and it's not Ark that's going to be too challenging for you, you will get good XP from destroying Ark. So, we'll help this player out here. And as you can see, we've just got 191 XP for damaging and destroying that last Ark there, with some XP for the Ark beforehand. So make use of any Ark that you find. If you think it's easy kills and it's not going to give your position away, well worth killing. There are going to be probes that you can find as well that land in. There'll be ones like this, which hasn't been breached yet. These will be worth more XP for looting. These are called Arc Couriers, and I forget what the other ones are called, but they give off a loud, distinctive sound. They're going to be much more XP for looting. So if we loot this one, you should see... I think these ones give more XP. There's more than 200. There you go, 500 for that one. So seeing anything like that to loot, or the ones where there's an alarm going off, you're going to get more XP for looting those. There's going to be activities that you can do as well while you're on the map. One of the activities are at field depots. You're able to deliver field crates. So if you can find a field crates in the area, you can deliver them here, and that will give you some more XP for doing that. I've got 3 minutes. I'm going to have a quick look for this one. No, I had a quick look around, can't really find it anywhere. But if you do find it, it's like a little modular that you pick up, and then you've got to carry it. You can't shoot while you're carrying it or anything, and you can take it back to the field depot to get some XP. There's other activities you can find. You can find things like supply drops that you can instigate and get supply drops, and other things like that, which will give you some XP for doing. So this person's just got the extraction. We've still got 2 minutes left, so we're gonna wait for the next one. Stretch it out a little bit, because every minute is XP. Yeah, we're gonna get out here now, and we're gonna see what XP we get. Now, this has been a pretty much very quiet run. I've been trying to find things for you to show you what XP gains there are, like with some enemies and that Arc Courier that we found. But what's it we got? We lasted till the end. Oh, great, we got one of these right above us. We don't want that right now. Great, 1 minute 30. We're gonna have to go for it. I just hope it doesn't see us. There we go. 1:16 left on the clock. Get back in here, and we'll just make a run for it once it's here. Probably should have jumped in on the last one, right? But we have left it to the T. Oh, he knows where we are, doesn't he? He's clever. Alright, we got 35 seconds. We'll just have to go for it. "20 seconds. Oh, in the nick of time. 15 seconds to go. We made it. We made it. So, literally stayed. There's less than 10 seconds there on the clock. Got 10 seconds as we got out. So we stayed as long as we could. And let's see what XP gains we got. Again, very quiet run. I could probably loot it a lot more. Killed a lot more. And we came in, I'm going to say, like midway through that round as well. I've seen rounds with 30 minutes on the clock. But that's what we looted. We opened a bit of stuff. Didn't do much. I think we only got a couple of kills on the Ark that I've shown you as well. But the XP gain there for that very quiet run was 8,177 XP. Now, if I did like a full round where I was in a better spawn location, I really focused heavily on scavenging. We only got 2,400 there. That could be a lot higher. We could have done a lot more damage to arcs, and destroying arcs could have been a lot higher. Look at that time on servers, just because we lasted that whole sort of like half round, 3,370 XP. That is more XP than I got for anything else just by being on the map until the end. So that's how important it is if you want to try and get some high XP in a round. It's just to last out the round. Obviously, it's risk over reward. If you don't get out, then you're going to lose all the XP, right? So you got to make decisions. But if you think you can last the round, last around. And like I said, use those hatch keys to your advantage where you can go to a safer location to extract. Because if I was in from the start around there for like the first 30 odd minutes, that would have been even higher. You're probably looking at 5k plus for a full round. And again, I could have got so much more scavenging XP there if I was focusing on that properly and destroying arcs. And if you do a bit of PvP in there and kill some players as well, you're going to be looking at 20k plus XP per round easily, which is definitely achievable. And that is the fastest way to gain XP on this game. Like I said at the start of the video, it's just playing the game. You could just be a bit clever about it. And that's all for the video. I'm sure there's some like great spots where you can really take advantage of some of this information. Like there's probably going to be some very good spots with a lot of loot to search and scavenge and things like that. You could really focus the grind. But again, when you're going on around this kind of random where it puts you, could be the other side of the map or whatever. So I'll just give you some tips today just so you're aware of how XP works, if anything. And yeah, I hope it has been helpful. If it has been, please do hit like on the video, comment down below as well, comment anything you want. It'll support the video on the algorithm, so thank you. And hit subscribe as well for more content. Down in the video description there is a link to my Arc Raiders playlist, which you can go and check out all of my Arc Raiders content. So if you want to go and watch some more, go and check that out. But that's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.